take some time now to settle the body. So sitting in a comfortable position, cross-legged if you can, if that's comfortable for you, but making sure that the spine is straight and the head and neck are in line with the spine. And the shoulders are back and down, but relaxed. And the hands are on the knees in a mudra of your choice. Could either have the first finger at the base of the thumb with the fingers stretched out. You can have with palms facing up or down. And closing the eyes now. And just feeling your body against the floor. Feeling steady and comfortable in this position. And take a long, deep inhalation, a long, deep yogic breath in. And as you exhale, release all of the events of the day. Everything that's happened today, just let it all go. And then take another long, deep yogic breath in. And this time, when you release the breath, also release any conversations and interactions that you've had today in whatever channels or methods they have been. Just let them all go. And take another long, deep inhalation now. But this time, as you exhale, release any feelings of obligation about anything you need to do after this class. So release any thoughts about that as well. And give yourself this gift of being right here in this present moment. There's nothing else that you need to do right now, just to be here in this moment. And we'll begin soon to scan the awareness through the body, but as we do, pay careful attention just to anywhere in the body that may be feeling sore or irritated, just so that when we begin the postures in this class, that you work within your body's range of movement. And if something isn't right for you, please modify the practice or even visualize the practice, because it can be just as effective. So now we'll begin to move the awareness up through the soles of the feet. Again, paying careful attention to how the body's feeling right now. And moving the awareness up through the legs and into the buttocks. And up through the abdomen, up through the chest, and then also up through the spine, focusing on each vertebrae on the way up. Bringing the awareness also to the fingers and the hands, into the wrists and up through the arms. And bringing the awareness into the shoulders. So now into the neck, into the face now, and around the back of the head, to the crown of the head, and then to the eyebrow center. And at this point, visualize a steady candle flame. And together now we'll chant Om 3 times, and Om Shanti, and I'll chant the Shanti mantra to pay respect between teacher and student and teacher, so that we can all learn together without ill will, and may our practices be protected. Breathing in. Om. Om. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om. Asatoma Satgamaya Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya Mrityoma Mritamgamaya Sarvesham Swastir Bhavatu Sarvesham Shantir Bhavatu Sarvesham Purnam Bhavatu Sarvesham Mangalam Bhavatu Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sukandem Pushti Vardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanat Mrityamokshiyam Amritat Om Shanti 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 Hari Om. That was a different mantra that I just chanted, but clearly I was meant to chant that one because it just came out. So in that vein, let's now lie down in Shavasana to begin the class. So in Shavasana with the legs about hip width apart and the arms a little bit away from the body with the palms facing up. Again, head and neck in alignment with the spine. And our first practice will be an arm lift. So this is a new one. I don't think we have done this before. So placing the palms now flat on the floor next to the body. Inhale and bring the arms straight up in the air at shoulder height, stretching out through the arms and the hands. Then exhale and bringing the arms now behind the head on the floor behind you so that the palms are flat on the floor. Inhale again, bringing the arms again at shoulder height, stretching out through the arms, shoulders. Exhale and bringing the palms back on the floor beside the body. Complete another 4 rounds in this way. Trying to coordinate the breath with the movement, aiming for that body, breath, mind connection. And after your final round, just observe the movement of energy throughout the body, particularly in the shoulders and upper arms. We'll now move to focus on the lower body. So for this one, place the palms on the floor under the buttocks with the legs straight. This is cycling, but we'll do one leg at a time. So placing the palms on the floor face down. So palms are on the floor under the buttocks, just to brace the back. Now, if you have any lower back problems, please bend the opposite knee and put the foot flat on the floor in front of the buttocks, just to provide some extra support. But if not, we'll begin with the right leg. So first, bring the right knee to the chest. Then point the leg up so that the sole of the foot is in line with the ceiling. And push push through the heel just to feel that stretch. And exhale and gently lower the leg towards the floor, about 10 centimeters above the floor. Inhale, bring the knee back to the chest. This is 1 round. So complete another 4 rounds in this direction and do 5 rounds in the other direction. When you've completed 2 rounds of 5 in each direction on the right, so 5 rounds one direction, 5 rounds the other direction, just rest for a few moments and then do the same practice on the left leg. But that rest in between the legs, just observe the difference between right and left. And again, aiming to synchronize the breath with the movement. And when you've completed the rounds on both legs, if you feel up to it, you could do 3 rounds in each direction using both legs, just to, if you want to try the next level of this practice. Take a few moments now to observe the effects of the practice. And then when it's right for you, bring the knees to the chest and first hug the arms around the knees and just rock from side to side or do some circular motions just to help ease the back a little. And then when it's right for you, keep holding the knees to the chest and stop the movement. And then exhale and bring the nose towards the knees. Hold for a few moments and then gently inhale and move the head back to the floor, very smoothly and gently. Complete another 4 rounds in this way. So exhaling, then moving the nose towards the knees, holding for a few moments. Inhale, gently bringing the head back to the floor. And then in your own time, when you've completed the practice, just bring the feet in front of the buttocks. And now with the feet in front of the buttocks, place the hands behind the head so that the elbows can touch the floor. If the elbows can't touch the floor comfortably, then just bring the arms out at shoulder height. Inhale, and then exhale. As you exhale, bring the knees together towards the right and turn the head to the left. Allow the body to ease into the position, into this spinal twist. And then when it's right for you, inhale, bring the knees back to the center and the head to the center. Exhale, bring the head to the right and the knees to the left. And again, allow the body just to sit into the position. And when it's right for you, bring both the head and the knees back to center. So this is one round. Complete another 4 rounds to each side. After your final round, again, taking your own time, there is no rush. After your final round, lie back in Shavasana. And just observe any changes in the body from when we began the class. We'll move now into Majariasana, the cat posture. So coming onto all fours, very gently, making sure that the hands are directly below the shoulders, and the knees are below the hips. The head's in a neutral position, sort of in line with the floor. So that your body's making sort of a box or a cube shape. Inhale, bring the head up towards the ceiling and point the abdomen down towards the floor. Stretch through the arms. Exhale, bring the head between the arms and arch the spine towards the ceiling, also stretching through the arms. So this is one round. Complete another 4 rounds. After your final round, again in your own time, come back into Shashankasana, the child posture, bringing the buttocks back to the heels. Placing the arms out in front of the body and the forehead on the floor. If you have low blood pressure, it's a good idea to make fists and rest your forehead on the fist, just so that your head's higher than your heart. And allow the body to release into the floor and into the position where any tension goes. This is a relaxation posture. And then when it's right for you, come up onto your, if you can sit on your heels in Vajrasana, that's fine. I have some creaky knees, so I often get a cushion to put in between that so I can sit there. If that's not right for you and you don't have a cushion, just sit in cross-legged, whatever works within your body. So just sit and close the eyes. And again, just observe, making sure the spine is straight and head and neck are in alignment. And we'll do now one for the shoulders. So we'll do shoulder rotation. So bringing the right hand to the right shoulder and the left hand to the left shoulder, elbows together in front of the body. Inhale, bring the elbows up, back and down behind the body, exhaling on the downward movement. And then bringing the elbows in front of the body again. This is one round. Complete 5 rounds in each direction, really observing the release of muscles in the tops of the shoulders. And when you've completed the practice, again, just observe the movement of energy. We'll come up to standing now, but we'll do a practice on the way up. So this can actually help the back. So place the hands, so put the palms facing out, but place the fingers underneath the soles of the feet with the thumbs on top. And then gently, with the arms straight, gently just move so that you can feel the stretch in your shoulder blades. Not too hard, just gentle. And then release. Complete another 2 times. Just feeling that stretch in the shoulder blades. Holding for your own duration. And release. One more time. And then when it's right for you, release and gently roll the body up to a standing position. Now in standing, ensure that your weight is evenly placed on the left and the right leg, and that the legs are about hip width apart. Allow the arms to hang loose and ensure the spine is straight. And again, that the head and neck are in line with the spine. And just feel into your body, feeling steady and comfortable. Now you might like to widen your legs just a little. So for this practice, we'll do Bandha Hasta Uttanasana. So for this, cross the arms in front of the body. Inhale, bring the arms gently up as you're inhaling. Stretch right up through the torso. Exhale, and then open the arms up, opening up the chest and the lungs, and then leaving the arms at shoulder height with palms facing up, stretching out through the fingers. Exhale, again bringing the arms crossed over at the wrist, above the head, stretching up through the torso. Exhale, and gently bringing the crossed arms in front of the body again. This is 1 round. Complete another 4 rounds. And after your final round, come back to a standing Shavasana. This will do another spinal twist. So this practice, again, showing you standing up straight. Place the right hand on the right shoulder, wrapping the left around the waist, and gaze over that right shoulder. Inhale, bring the arms out to the side. Exhale, right hand to left shoulder, left arm around the waist, gazing over the left shoulder. And this is 1 round. Complete another 4 rounds. And you can do this as slowly or as dynamically as you wish, just as long as you are feeling that spinal twist. And again, when you've completed your rounds, just come to a standing Shavasana. Now do a version of Trikonasana. So for this, bring the legs wide apart and then point the right foot out this way. And the left foot, just angle it in just slightly, making sure the body is straight ahead. Bend the right knee and then place the elbow on the right knee. And then bring the left arm up above the head with the palm facing forward, and then look up at the palm. If that's not right for you, you can always just look ahead. And just hold for a few moments, and then to come out of the posture, bring the torso up, bring the arms out at shoulder height, bring the right toe in, point the left toes out, bend the left leg, bringing the left elbow to the left knee, raising the palm up so it's facing forward and looking up at the palm or straight ahead. So we'll complete 3 rounds of this practice, so you can work in your own time. A further level of this is when, so what you can do is, if we go to the right side again, so pointing the right toe out, left toe in, bending the knee, is actually to bring the back of the hand of the right hand inside the right ankle. And again, looking up or looking straight ahead, whatever works for you. That's just the next stage of that, but do whatever's comfortable for you. So just resting the elbow on the knee is fine. Just stay there. And again, when you've completed your 3 rounds, again, taking your own time, just stand again in Shavasana. Our next practice will be our final asana, will be a balanced one, but we'll do it in a few stages. So I think we have done this before, but we'll ease up to it. So a good thing to do with this is to always find a point on the wall. So once I demonstrate, find a point on the wall so that you can focus on it. It helps to really maintain your balance. So to begin with, we'll place our weight on our left leg, bring our arms out at shoulder height, palms facing down, and with the right leg, it's like you're standing on a step. So let me show you. So just balancing on the left leg. Hold for a few moments. Bring the arms down and then the leg down. And then we'll do the same with the left leg. So arms out in front of the body, resting on the right leg, and as though the left you're stepping on a stair. And then coming out of it. The next stage is to, again, focus your gaze, but grab the right foot with the right arm and try to bring the right knee close to the inside of the left knee. And with this one, with the left arm, just raise it above your head. And hold for your own duration. And then to come out of it, just lower the left arm, lower the right leg, and then we'll do the same with the left leg. So with the left hand grasping the left foot, bringing the knee to the inside of the right knee and raising the arm up above the head, the right arm up above the head. And then when it's right for you, lower the right arm and lower the left leg. Now the next stage, we'll just do one on each side for this, but if the previous stages are right for you, you can just do any of those again. So for this one, it's very similar to the previous stage. However, this time, grabbing the right foot, knee down, arm above the head, we're going to tilt the body forward and try and pull the foot away from the buttock and just hold. And then when it's right for you, tilt the torso back up, lower the left arm and then lower the right leg. Just exploring the practice if this is new for you. And then once you've done that side, take a few moments to adjust yourself. And we'll do the other side, doing the left leg. So again, finding that point on the wall, grabbing the left leg with the left arm, and then the left hand, raising the right arm above the head, and then tilting the body forward. Holding as long as you can, and then to come out, tilt the body up again, lower the right arm and lower the left leg. And then once you're steady again on both feet, come down into a comfortable sitting position, ready for pranayama. So just checking in with your body again, making sure the spine's straight and closing the eyes. And allowing the breath to settle. Just observing the natural breath at the nostrils and just observe how it fills the abdomen with air and the chest with air with inhalation. And then on the exhalation, notice how the chest subsides and then the abdomen subsides, just following the natural breath. And tonight, our practice for pranayama will be Nadi Shodhana, alternate nostril breathing. So keeping the eyes closed, bring the right hand towards the face and put the first and the middle finger at the eyebrow center. Gently cover the right nostril with the right thumb. Inhale through the left nostril to the eyebrow center. Gently cover the left nostril with the ring finger and uncover the right nostril. Exhale out of the right nostril. Inhale through the right nostril to the eyebrow center. Cover the right, uncover the left, exhaling out of the left. So it's in through the left, the eyebrow center, then out through the right, in through the right, and out through the left. Just using the natural breath, but ensuring that you're not breathing up into just using shallow breathing. Breathe quite deeply into your abdomen and into your chest as you do this practice. Do this for another minute or so. So on the next exhalation out of the left nostril, release the hand and keep the eyes closed. And now just observe the breath through both nostrils into the eyebrow center and the exhalation also from the nostrils. And now release the practice completely and lie down in Shavasana, ready for the practice of Yoga Nidra. Ensure that you're going to be comfortable and warm so that you don't need to move throughout the practice. Loosen anything that is quite tight or constricting on your body. If you're wearing glasses, it's a good idea to take them off for this practice. Lying on the back with the legs hip width apart and all tension released from the legs so that they just flop to the sides. The arms are a little bit away from the body with the palms facing the sky. There's balance between the left and the right side of the body. And to ensure that your head and neck are in line with the spine, you may like to tuck your chin in just a little. Take a long, deep inhalation and just release any remaining tension in the body. Allow the body to melt into the floor. And take another long, deep inhalation now. And this time when you exhale, release any remaining expressions on the face. Unclench the jaw. And tighten any muscles behind the eyes. Just allow your face to be released from any expression. And observe now the feeling of the body against the floor. Observe the heels against the floor and the contact between the back of the legs and the floor. Feel the buttocks against the floor. Observe the back against the floor. Feel the back of the hands and the arms and the shoulders against the floor. Feel the back of the neck and the back of the head against the floor. And observe now how all of these different points of contact make one singular plane of contact between the body and the floor. And become aware now of sound. Listen for sounds way off in the distance, but don't try to name the sound or identify the sound. Just move your awareness from sound to sound as you hear it. Now move the awareness to sounds just outside the room that you're in, just approaching it in the same way, just moving your awareness from sound to sound. Move the awareness now to sounds inside the room that you're in. And move the awareness now to sounds inside the body, beginning first with the sound and the sensation of the heartbeat. Now bring the awareness to the sound and the sensation of the natural breath. Release the sound awareness now and call to mind your Sankalpa if you have one. Your Sankalpa is a positive intention. It can mean a sentence of something that you want to achieve, and it's said to be more effective if you say it as though it is happening right now. If you have a Sankalpa, please mentally repeat it 3 times now. And if you don't have one, leave some space because it can often emerge on its own. We'll now rotate the awareness throughout the body according to my instructions. When I name a body part, place your awareness there, mentally repeat the name of that part, and visualize that body part. We'll begin with the right side of the body with the right hand thumb. First finger, second, third, and little finger, palm of the right hand, back of the right hand, the wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, armpit, right side of the chest, right waist, hip, knee, shin, calf, heel, ankle, sole of the right foot, top of the right foot, right big toe, second toe, third, fourth, and little toe. Now we'll move to the left side of the body with the left hand thumb, first finger, second, third, and little finger, palm of the left hand, back of the left hand, wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, armpit, left side of the chest, left waist, hip, thigh, knee, shin, calf, heel, ankle, sole of the left foot, top of the left foot, left big toe, second toe, third, fourth, and little toe. Moving now to the back of the body, beginning with the heels, back of the legs, the buttocks, the small of the back, the middle of the back, the shoulder blades, the space between the shoulder blades, the back of the neck, and the entire spinal column, the back of the head, and the crown of the head. We're moving now around to the face with the forehead, the temples, the eyebrows, and the eyebrow center, the eyes, the ears, the nose, the cheeks, the lips, the jaw, the chin, the throat, the collarbones, and the pit of the throat. The right side of the chest, the left side of the chest, and the center of the chest. The right side of the abdomen, the left side of the abdomen, and the navel. The right side of the pelvis, the left side of the pelvis, and the groin. The whole right leg, the whole left leg, and both legs together. The whole right arm, the whole left arm, and both arms together. The whole torso, the whole neck, the whole head, the whole front of the body, the whole back of the body, and the whole body. Have a sense now, all at once, the whole body. Release the body rotations now and bring the awareness now back to the natural breath. Observe how now the natural breath has become very subtle. And observe the rise and fall of the navel in response to the natural spontaneous breath. We'll now add a visualization to the natural breath. The visualization will be when you inhale, you're inhaling golden, energizing light. And when you exhale, you are releasing any feelings of tiredness that you may have. Inhaling energy, exhaling tiredness. If the mind starts to wander, use the breath like an anchor, help to bring it back to the practice. Release the breath visualization now, and instead feel the following opposite sensations in the body. The body is feeling colder and colder. The body feels as though it's laying on a block of ice. You can feel the coldness of the ice seeping through your clothes, and it causes you to feel chilled to the bone. Feels like you're outside lying on the snow on a freezing winter's day. Release this feeling of coldness now and replace it instead with a feeling of heat. The body's feeling hotter and hotter. The body feels as though it's standing out in the middle of a desert without any water or any shade to be seen. The face feels hotter and the hands and the feet are clammy. The heat feels unbearable on your skin and also the humidity in the air. The body's feeling hotter and hotter. Release this feeling of heat now and instead replace it with a feeling of heaviness. The body's feeling heavier and heavier. The body feels so heavy that it feels like it's made of lead, and it feels like it's almost falling through the floor. The arms and the legs feel heavier, and their head and the torso feel heavier. The body's feeling heavier and heavier, like it's made out of concrete and it's falling through the floor. And release this feeling of heaviness now. Exchange it instead with a feeling of lightness. The body's feeling lighter and lighter. The body feels like it's barely touching the floor. It's so light. It feels like it might float away like a cloud at any moment. You can barely feel the floor underneath you. You are so light. The body's feeling lighter and lighter. And release this feeling of lightness now. Allow the body to come back to a state of equilibrium. Release all of these sensations completely. And instead come to the space of the mind, the space behind the closed eyes. And in this space, see, imagine, visualize and create the following objects and images. You are standing in a forest. and it's very late afternoon. It's almost turning towards the evening. It's a forest you've never been in before. It's unfamiliar, but you don't feel scared or worried in any way. In fact, you smell the beautiful scent of roses coming from further into the forest, and it's enticing you to walk further in. And as you do, you can feel the warmth of the earth beneath your feet, and you hear the birds chirping around you as they're starting to prepare for the evening ahead. But the smell of roses grows stronger and stronger. You keep walking until you finally see a clearing. And just as you imagined, the clearing is full of red roses. Red rose bushes are covering the clearing, except in the middle of the clearing is a glass dome. You walk up to the dome, you can see in there, it's almost like a sumptuous lounge room in there, but there's nobody in there, and there is a door on the side of the dome, and you decide to go in there. Inside the dome, you feel warm and cozy, and it's furnished with the most beautiful, opulent furnishings. There is a round bed in there that looks so comfortable that you decide to lay down for a few moments. You can still smell the beautiful scent of the roses around you. And as you lie down on this comfortable bed, you can look through the glass dome and you see the most spectacular sunrise beginning to emerge. The sky is red and then purple, and the sun's starting to dip, but the colours still remain. And you just feel in absolute bliss as all of your senses are taken care of in this moment. And it's nature that's doing this for you. You feel so connected and loved and joyful in this moment as you can smell the beautiful roses and you see the beautiful sunset around you. And then it slowly fades away, and then you are left with the bright stars through the glass dome that light up, twinkling in the sky like diamonds. The moon is full, and so it's casting a very bright light for you, because you know that it's time to leave this beautiful place and walk back through the forest and back into the room. But you feel happy that you can still take along all of these feelings and this experience that you've had in this moment. And so using the light of the moon, you walk again through the path, past all the beautiful smelling roses, through the forest and back into the room. And now lying on your mat, you call to mind your Sankalpa or positive intention if you have one. The same as from the beginning of the practice, mentally repeat it 3 times now. And if you don't have one, leave some space because it can emerge on its own. And begin now to feel the breath in the body again. Allow the breath to deepen just a little. And as you do, observe how the breath can move the back against the floor. And check in with your body and observe how you feel now compared to when we began. The practice of Yoga Nidra is coming to a close. It's time to gently begin to externalize. First, remember the details of the room that you are in, the color of your mat and the color of your coverings. And remember the time of day and begin to hear the sounds around you. And remember the world attached to those sounds. And now make some small movements with the fingers and the toes. Just allowing your body to gently stir. Come back into the room. Begin to move and stretch in a way that's right for you. And you may like to roll onto your right side just a little amount of time. Again, allowing your body to gently externalize. And then in your own time, when it's perfectly right for you, come up to a comfortable sitting position with the eyes closed or downcast. The aim is to maintain this peaceful state that you've created. And now we'll gently move the awareness through the body again, like we did at the beginning. And again, just observe how you're feeling now compared to the beginning of the class. Moving the awareness now up through the soles of the feet and up through the legs, into the buttocks, up through the hands and the arms, and up through the torso and into the spine and the back, into the shoulders and into the neck, into the face and around the back of the head, the top of the head, and to the eyebrow center. And at this point, visualize a steady candle flame. And together now, we'll chant Om 3 times and Om Shanti to conclude our practice. Breathing in. Om. 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 Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Hari Om. Hari Om Tat Sat.